The new year is a time to make amends and bury old hatchets, but it's going to take a lot to convince Korea to rebuild relations with Japan following recent high-profile visits to a controversial war shrine and Tokyo's incessant claims to Korean territory. Our Kim Ji-yeon has more.
As we begin 2014, bilateral relations between Korea and Japan are on the worst foot possible, largely due to a series of visits to the controversial Yasukuni Shrine in recent days. A member of Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's cabinet paid a visit to the shrine, which honors Japan's war dead and several Class A war criminals on New Year's Day, less than 1 week after Abe shocked everyone with his own visit. Yoshitaka Shindo, Japan's Internal Affairs and Communications Minister, said he visited the shrine to pay respect to those who lost their lives in war. The Yasukuni Shrine is viewed by Korea and China as a symbol of Japan's wartime aggression. Abe's New Year's address also hit a nerve with Seoul and Beijing, where he called for, quote, building a new Japan, vowing to defend Japanese territory, including its territorial waters and airspace. Abe pledged to upgrade Japan's defense measures over the islands in the East China Sea, known as Senkaku in Japan and Diaoyu in China. Japan will also mark its annual Takeshima Day on February 22nd, which calls for Korea to return Korea's easternmost islets of Dokdo to Japan. The Dokdo Islets, known as Takeshima in Japan, are Korean territory and are under Korean jurisdiction. Abe also suggested the country's pacifist constitution imposed on Japan after the Second World War should be amended by the year 2020. Japan's constitution currently limits its military to self-defense only. Abe also called for a more patriotic tone in the country's history textbooks, backing changes to how the Second World War is taught in schools. The Korean government is planning to call for changes to Japan's nationalistic stance by gaining support from the international community. South Korean Foreign Minister Yoon Byung-se is due to visit Washington this month, followed a visit by Shotaro Yachi, a special advisor to Abe's cabinet. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.